Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 4 trades. Today's date is October the 21st. 3 of the trades were based on CAD high impact, actually it was medium impact news. Let's take a look at that news. So Wednesday, October 21st at 8:30 a.m., medium impact news. It was the core retail sales. Now both of them were negative here. Red means we're selling the Canadian dollar. Now my pro trigger was telling me prior to the news to sell the CAD, as you can clearly see. By the way, all 4 trades were a great way to trade. It's what I look for every day. Has a very high success rate. So keeping in mind that the CAD previously, or should I say before the news, I took the trade approximately 8 o'clock, 25 to 30 minutes before the news. The CAD was weak. It still is weak. So I sold on this particular one, the CAD yen, at exactly 5 after 8 before the news. Love trading with the, any trigger system, but this pro trigger is really good. Took the trade rate in here and I closed it out. Now for no particular reason other than I was just watching the totals down here. And the market does flow back and forth. And at one point it dropped all the way down to around 2,000, and when it got back up to at a high point it was over 6,000, and then it dropped down to 2, and then I said to myself, well, when it gets around 5, I'm just gonna close all the trades with one click of the mouse using my script. It's called close all. And by the way, any traders, if you're watching this video and if you want that script, I got it for free on the internet. You can either search for it. It's called close all. And if you don't want to search for the close all script, just send me an email asking me for the script. It's called close all. So I got in at this cursor right here and I close it. Here what looks like with 7 pips, and 7 pips on the CAD yen paid $668. So now remember, we're selling the CAD. That means the Euro CAD and the Pound CAD we are buying, because the CAD is on the right side. So on the left side we sell, right side we buy. And I threw in the Euro Pound because when I pulled the trigger, the Euro was at the bottom and the Pound was right at the top. So I knew I would grab a few pips. Looks like I did pretty good with it too. So let's clean up the cursors. Just apply number 2, removes the meter, removes the cursors. So on the Euro Pound, we're just going to drag and drop it up. Here it is right here. Again, around 8 a.m., 8:01, I took the trade and I closed it out here. Looks like with 9 pips, and 9 pips on the Euro Pound paid $1,178. Another good trade. Let's move on to the Euro CAD. It's another trade I took. Now on this particular one, it lined up nice with my new Fibonacci tool. But first off, I'll show where I got in at this cursor right here. By the way, these little marks here, they're my stops. And the targets are many pips away. So I took the trade at this cursor and I closed it out when I saw it not breaking the top anymore. Looks like with 18 pips, and 18 pips on the Euro CAD paid $1,372. And as you can clearly see, it's a great way to trade using the indicators down at the bottom and my moving averages. And speaking of the Fibonacci, I can show it to you. Swing pivot low, this is a low and this is a high. I mean right here, this is the high. You're going to drop it on. Very nice Fibonacci setup, complete with 4 different entry levels, and it goes all the way up to 10, target 10. They're all based on fib levels. Took me at least 3 months to put this together. It was very difficult. The one that the MT4 platform gives you is garbage. So if you want a very good fib, an advanced fib, I call it the Fib Master. And you're just waiting for the pullback, as I teach within both the Pro Trigger and the Fib Master training videos. And it's the same thing. Usually it'll make it up to target 2, and it almost hit it. And the reason why fibs work is because millions of traders use Fibonacci. And just to let you know that this Fibmaster full course, I still have about another week to 2 weeks before it's completed with all the training videos. There will be at least 30 training videos, and I'll be teaching and showing a lot of Fibonacci setups. I'll be doing more of the advertising as it is completely done, as I'm only halfway through the training videos. As I said, there will be minimum 30. If you want to know more about this Fibmaster full course, just get in contact with me. So moving right along, let's see what's happening here. Okay, let's clean up all of this. And let's run a check on this pound CAD. Remember that this trade right here was based on, I threw the fib on it, and it's a combination of the Fib Master and the Pro Trigger setup. So let's move on to the next pair, the pound CAD. This was not a fib setup, but it was a great way to trade setup using the Pro Trigger. Got in at this cursor. I knew it was going to go up, and I closed it out here, looks like with 32 pips. And 32 pips on the pound CAD paid $2,439. Remember, pound pairs will give you more pips, but just as quickly as they can give you 30 or more pips, you could lose 30 or more pips. Once you learn how to trade the flow of the market, you know which pairs to trade. I used a meter to guide me in that direction. And of course, using as many tools as I can, including the Fibonacci tool, it helps a lot. And once you see a confluence of indicators telling you to buy or sell, you just take the trade. I teach this within the training videos. So today's total, I ended up with 66 pips, and those 66 pips paid $5,658. So for an hour's worth of trading, I am done by before 9 a.m. So I now have the rest of the day to do whatever I please. Remember, all my trigger systems work great. I do have my top 4 favorites, as you can see in the profiles. It's the Pro, Magic, Master, and the HA, which stands for Heikin-Ashi. And of course, I threw in a profile in here for my Fib Master but it's a lot more cleaner charts, which I can show you. Let's see, fib number 1 or 2. 2, I put AO on 30 minutes here. So it's 30 minutes, 1 hour, the other templates, and or the current time frame. And as you can see, everything has been cleaned up. I removed a lot of this stuff, so it's not too complicated. We're either buying or selling, and it's very, very clear that we're buying. But you do have to have a fib setup. Actually, this is a swing pivot low here. We might have one right here. Let me run a check on it. That's the low right there, high right there, and it did come back. I like to see it hit either 1, 2, or 3, which it does. Getting in here would have been a very good location, and if you're in the trade right now, you're up 61 pips. Love trading using this fib tool. And I teach exactly how to trade it. Now the Euro CAD was the best looking one for the fib, but that's just the way it goes. Let's see, which one was this? The pound CAD. Drag and drop it up. There we go. So if your system is not producing like my Pro Trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it. And to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video, and you'll see this right up. It's called the Pro Trigger system. I do charge $250 for it. Comes with 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 9 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Would not trade without it, and you should not either. Now not all meters are the same. I had to go through about 12 meters to find a good one. And the good ones are not free on the internet. So don't waste your time. And if you're using a meter that's not good, you will lose your money. Now it comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents. That's what you need. A lot of education to succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, so I teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. All the trades I did today and most days fall under the category of a great way to trade. Has a very high success rate. Now what makes trading using my Pro Trigger a little bit better, they're all good, but just a little bit better, is within these subjects right here. In all the videos I give a lot of advanced training and a lot of tips and tricks. I teach how to get near perfect timing entries, how to stay in the trade for more pips, how to trade at the right hand edge. That's where every new trader struggles. Teach you how to trade right at the edge. Also teach you how to trade higher time frames using the AO, and very easy, takes only 5 seconds to check the higher time frames, which I do every day prior to taking the trade. Now I also teach how to trade, obviously, the Pro Trigger version 2. The only difference is I added the awesome oscillator. Now in all the videos I show many great trade setups. Now I also teach how to back test the Pro Trigger, how to scan the market. I teach how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. Now I also teach how to trade pullbacks and reversals. And a reversal is when it breaks in the opposite direction, hits the goal line, breaks through, and keeps going down, as in this situation. But if it just comes back to the goal line, bounces off of it, and keeps going up, it means it's going in the direction of the trend. Also teach how to trade the news and how to trade with a day job. So if you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. I actually answer the phone, and I really try to help traders. I could never find anybody where I could pick up the phone and actually talk to the trader. They don't want to talk to you. And if they don't want to talk to you, it's because they don't know how to trade. It's as simple as that. And you want to talk to the person who actually knows how to trade, not just some yahoo who's just going to shoot you a line of crap, So I've been in a lot of trading rooms, and most of them don't even know how to trade. They're just trying to sell you expensive systems. And by the way, if you end up in a trading room, make sure you're down on the lower time frames, 15 or 5 minutes, and make sure they are pulling the trigger and showing you that their system actually works. And those trading rooms are very hard to find. So, let's see now. If you want to send me an email because you live too far, simple, just shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. Now, I do prefer Skype. I have hundreds of traders in my Skype connection. All you got to do is click on this link. We will be connected, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, or even two, depending on if you have more and more questions prior to buying or at any point in time, even after you buy. This is how I communicate and show my screen and answer questions. Talk to anywhere from 2 to 5 traders a day. I'm very busy, and I don't mind, because after only 1 or 2 hours of hard working, that is, if you say moving a mouse around is hard working, I've had jobs where I had to work physically hard, lift a couple of 100 pounds, and so I much prefer to move a mouse around and make 10 times more money. And if you have a burning desire to do that, then I suggest you get your hands on some good training and education and a good system, and learn how to trade, so at some point in the future you can quit your job. So now, over the course of many years, I built many systems, and if you click on this link, you'll see 28 screenshots. So that just about wraps up this trading day and this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.